Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Jayco Eagle HT280 RSOK travel trailer. You guys have picked a beautiful unit. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by arriving at the campsite. Our hitch man is going to show you how to unhook your hitch. In front of your unit, you have a docking light and a power tongue jack. Retract to bring down, extend to raise. Now, should you not have power, on the top here is a manual override, so you can hand crank that. Speaking of that, arriving at the campsite, check your battery post, make sure you got a good connection, everything's still connected after traveling down the road. Now, once you have your unit level, which you're going to use your power tongue jack for, next thing you do is stabilize your unit. The unit does come with power stabilizing jacks. They're both on your campsite, the controls of them. So extend to bring down, retract to bring up. Now, as I bring this down, what I do want to mention is I highly recommend jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks. They come down quickly. Bring them down just until they're taut. You feel both sides. Once it's taut, you want to leave it. You don't want to raise or lower. Remember, these stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. Go to the back of your unit. Do the same thing in the rear on your campsite. So once you have these down and stable, we have our unit level, we have our unit stable. Next thing we're going to do is hook up our power and electricity. Now, one thing I want you to take into consideration when you're camping, when you're parking, is where your power and electricity is and where your slides are. Now, you have opposing slides, one on your off campsite and one on your campsite. You also have your outdoor kitchen with a top on that to take into consideration. So make sure these are going to be clear of any debris, any obstacles that may impede them opening. You also want to think about where your power and electricity is, or power and water. Your water is going to be on your off camp side or your driver's side toward the front, and your power about the middle of the unit on your driver's side. So park your accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. First thing we'll hook up and look at this docking station inside your front storage is our water. Running tests on your water lines right now. First and foremost, water pressure regulator. This is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi. Always use it when putting fluids into your unit. It's going to protect your lines. You don't know what the different campsites have their water pressure set at. Most campers are set to 60 max, so this will make it 40 to 50. Use it every time. Plug in our water. Don't turn on your water yet though. First thing you're going to do is think about how you're going to be camping here. So we're hooking up for city water. Down the bottom, you point them opposite ways. Point one this way, one that way. Tank fill, say you're going to be potable water, green that way, blue down. Simply follow the instructions on here. It's going to be dry camping, exactly how it is right now. But before turning on your water, come back to your hot water heater. Just above your power cord is your hot water heater. Make sure you've returned your drain plug. You may have taken it out the last time you were camping, draining your hot water heater, and you want to make sure this is in before turning the water on. Once our plug is in, we can turn our hot water on, or our water source. Once our water's ran for a little while, we're going to come up here to this pressure release valve. Pull on this, it's going to release air, and then once water is flowing out steadily, you know your hot water heater is full and can be lit from indoors. Again, same thing with potable water. If you're going to be dry camping, hook it up the way it is now. Do the same thing, go down and burp your hot water heater. Then you know you're full. But whenever you're using potable water or dry camping, you're going to turn on your water pump. Don't use your water pump when hooked up to city water. Unnecessary. Got our water hooked up. Let's hook our electricity up. Do you have a 50 amp cord here from Furrion? They go in, twist and lock, and then tighten down the back bolt. Now at the end of this, you have a dog bone that'll bring you from 50 amp down to 30 amp. And should you need to plug in at home, there's also going to be a 30 to 110 adapter. Just remember, when running off 110, you only want to run one AC unit. Got our power hooked up, water hooked up. We'll walk you around the outside and show you a few other things. In your docking station, you do have a spray port up here, outdoor shower. Over there's a blue hose you can hook up to it. It's in your storage. This is your hot water heater bypass valve. You only use that when winterizing the unit. You also have a docking light in here. Solar panel hookup should you decide to put solar on the unit. Any wire and or hoses, convenient, can be pulled down through there. Again, all your directions on how to set this up. These are your satellite cable and auxiliary hookups. This is going to be your tank flush. That's for winterizing. And then our handles for dumping our tanks, which we'll talk about when leaving the campsite. You also have your huge storage in here. On your off campsite again. Down here you have your low point drain, which will pull when leaving the campsite. Over here is your dump station, hot water heater, off camp slide, your ladder for going up and checking your seams. Your unit is also prepped for a Furrion backup camera should you decide to purchase that from our store. Remember, you do have 10% off for this purchase. You can use in our store for any items I may mention. It's just a device that sits on your dash and electronically communicates with this to give you a backup camera. Nice to have on a unit this large. Accessory hitch. Your rear stabilizing jacks. Your outdoor kitchen. Pull the grill out. Underneath here is one connect. Come around here to the corner here and you see your other connect. There's another low point drain. Fridge. This is all set up should you want to put a TV out here. Your lighting. 110 out here with GFCI protection. This is your drip fan for your grill. Little outdoor fridge. All electric, plugged in right there. This is access to the back of your fridge, both these black panels. That is a hood vent for your microwave. And these little pieces you see up here that say Solaris slide toppers, those are to show what kind of slide toppers you would need if you get on a slide topper for these units. One step above solid steps. You have some outdoor lighting. Your Furrion speakers, play your music indoors, outdoors, or both. your big awning that goes all the way over top of your slide. When running your awning out, you'll just run it out until the flap falls down to 90 degrees and you know you've ran out far enough. So here on the campsite you have a spare tire manual crank. Spare tires underneath there. Your stabilizing jacks. There's your spray for over there. Extra hose for drainage. This is for your slides. Override for your slides and your manual crank for your spare tire. 110 in here and lighting. Tire pressure gauge and your battery disconnect. It'll come in important later when I talk about your carbon monoxide detector. Lastly, we'll come to the front of your unit. Again, you have this storage area here, your battery. On your propane, you have a tank regulator. Just simply point it toward the tank that you wish to be using. Open them up there. Well, it covers everything on the outside. Let's take a look on the inside. So, the first thing I want you to notice as you walk in your unit, that your entry door will always be your fire extinguisher. Close the door. Coming in the entry door here, you have an access panel. Your fuse box and breaker box. Looks like you got mostly 15s, 10 in there. Highly recommend picking some of them up from our store and having them with you when you go camping. Coming all the way up here, shows your wire for solar. This is for your air vent. Here's your lighting. This is your dimmer for your lighting, which maybe you'll see over here. And your control panel. So these are your two slides, opposing slides here. This is for your awning extend. This is to turn on your hot water heater if you're hooked up to gas. Here for if you're hooked up to electricity. Water pump, turn on your water pump if you're hooked up to potable water. And just some exterior lighting. This up here is to check your tanks. Your battery, water, black and gray tanks. Coming around inside your unit here. All your storage. Your big pantry. Automatically lights up when you open the door. What I want to do now is focus on your island. In your island, so you know where it's at. Pop a breaker. Here's your GFCI protected 110. Below that is your 12-volt carbon monoxide detector. Now the reason I mentioned this earlier when talking about your battery disconnect is this is always running off your battery. So if you're not going to be plugged in, you're going to be gone for the day. Turn off your battery disconnect so that this does not run down your battery. And of course just shut off your propane. Head right on over to your fridge, your self-explanatory microwave. Down here on your stove, this glass makes an excellent backsplash. Simply turn to light, hit your spark, there's your gas. Down here you can purchase these Bluetooth devices from Jayco, charging speaker. It'll hook up there. Individual lighting here. Let's talk about your Dometic fridge. Here's where you turn it on. So right now it's set to auto. Auto means when you're plugged in it's using electricity. As soon as you unplug it goes to gas. Hit that button, now you're strictly running off the gas. Over here, change, cold to coldest. Your Furion television. Your sound system is up here. So this is a DVD player, Bluetooth, HDMI in, USB, 3-zoned. You can play your music indoors, outdoors, or both. Coming down to your Furrion Fireplace. Now it's not just for looks anymore. These will really kick out the heat. So if you're camping somewhere where you're plugged in, it gets a little chilly, mornings, evenings, anytime, go ahead and turn this on. Instead of using your gas, you can use their electricity to warm it up in here. And that will get it toasty. Coming over to your sofa, next to your sofa, you have a couple of 110s and USB ports. Take your sofa right now and turn it into a bed. These trifolds are real simple. The accent pillows, these are just velcroed on the back, very lightly. Found it best to stand in the middle, gives you the best leverage. Flip it up, open your legs, pull it towards you, and lay the back down. And there's your extra bed. To return it, simply reverse the process. And you're back to your sofa. The other side, you do have more 110s, USBs, accordion shades, crank out windows, gives you a nice cross ventilation through here. Your back windows will crank out as well. Over here is your lighting for your theater seating, heat, massage, accent light here. Same on this side. These are what I call parachute pull recliners. There's a handle here. Pull up on it like a parachute and you're reclined. And you have to use your legs to bring these back down. Storage. These are backs to go on your chairs. Remember, when traveling, use your straps right here and tie your chairs down. Another thing, when bringing in your slides, make sure that this door is completely closed. You don't want anything impeding your slides. Same thing over here. When you get ready to close your slides, close up all your drawers. Let's go off into the bathroom. You have another 110 in here. All kinds of lighting and accent lighting. Last one to be your fan. Up here is a manual control for it. Hand crank open and then your button for it. Your large shower. Remember, you do have plumbing to maintain. Just keep an eye on this around the back of your toilet, just like a house. You want to keep an eye on it. You don't want your floors getting wet. Toilet paper and towel racks. Coming into your bedroom. Real quick, we mentioned you do have this storage underneath. There are a couple folding chairs there that go in your dining room. These are on hydraulics, so they stay up nicely. Over here, your lighting for around the bed. Lighting's at the back of the bed. These are two-way. You can shut it off, hold it for white, or just barely touch it for a blue light. Mention your bedroom does have a backer here for television, cable and satellite hookups, and your storage inside your bedroom is prepped for a washer and dryer. There's your 110, there's your drain, there's your plumbing. Should you ever decide to put a washer and dryer in here. Again, nice crank out windows. Both sides. This side here is your emergency exit, so it'll be a push out window. Emergency, grab this, pull it, window pop right out. That covers everything on the inside. I did want to find our thermostat. So our thermostat was right here on the control panel. Different modes. It's from off. Shows temperature in here. Fan, high or low. Air conditioning, high or low or auto. Heat, and off. Here's where you change your settings. Set that back off. Alright, now let's act like we're leaving the campsite. I do want to show you how to best close these doors. First and foremost, make sure your door is all the way open. You don't want this catching on here or this piece catching on here. It's strut assisted, so it's actually floating up on its own. You have the adjustable legs here with these cotter pins. So to raise it up, set it into the door. Close your exterior door. Lift and turn this handle. And then deadbolt your door. You don't want your door coming open while you're going down the road. So deadbolt your door. Now we're going to go around the outside here real quick. We're going to go to this low point drain. We're going to pull that. Drain the water out of there. Come around to the back side of our unit. Off camp side. All the way back around again to our hot water heater. Pull this drain plug. We recommend go ahead and pull this, make sure there's no more air built up in the lines. Then pull this. And come to these other low point drains. One there. And one right up underneath. Let me show you where that's at. Low point drain, right up underneath there. We're drained all of our water. You can do that right at your campsite. It's clean water. Close up our slides, raise up our stabilizing jacks, head up to our dump station. Hook up our sewage hose right below us, the standing door location. Come back over to your control panel. Go to the bottom here, pull your black tank. Now if you pulled your black tank and you don't hear anything running through there anymore, you're going to go ahead and hook your hose up with the water pressure regulator to tank flush. Now leaving this black tank handle pulled open, you're going to run this tank flush for about 5 minutes. It's going to run a sprayer of fresh water through your sewage black tank and spray it out nicely for you. So don't be in a hurry. If you're not in a hurry, to spend 5 minutes and spray it out good. After you spray it out, go ahead and unhook your water, push your black tank in and pull a gray tank. Close that one once that's empty and pull your other grays. These are going to be cleaner waters. They're going to empty your sewage hose better. Once you've got that all dumped, take your sewage hose, store it sanitarily away, and you're ready to hit the road. Again, thank you for your purchase of your Jayco Eagle. We hope you guys enjoy this for many years to come. I'd like to say here at TradeWinds, happy camping.